Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I'm seeing some news right now about Billie Eilish having made public comments about billionaires giving away their money. She says that they should do that. And I want to talk a little bit about this. There's some wisdom in living within your means and also money creating money problems, but I do believe that someone can be both a rich person and a good person. It's possible. It's very possible. And just because our economic system isn't set up to support and encourage such behavior, it is still possible. So with that said, I think that the reason a person has money, and more importantly, what the money is doing, is the answer to that question. Not just whether a person has a lot of money, because let's be honest, there's always someone poorer than you. Just because it's an arbitrary amount of money doesn't mean that they're rich necessarily or that they're poor necessarily, because it's a very large scale. And what's happening with the money is really the question. What are they doing with it? How are they putting it to use? I can cite a lot of examples, but I want to get back to the issue of the economy setting people up for failure as pitting people against each other. It's a very competitive environment, and it's designed that way on purpose. It is not the only option. It is not the only configuration. And historically, before there was such emphasis on the free market and capitalism and competition between businesses and people, individuals that is, and families, there was a lot more collaboration. There's a lot more public domain stuff, open source, cooperation, and having money was actually a sign of decency. It used to be a long time ago. Nowadays, it's very hard to remember that or see that, but having money got started back in the day. It was a sign that you were doing something right, that you were helping people, that you were engaged and involved and being productive, hardworking, and usually honest, because there weren't a lot of loopholes back then. not like today. Not like today, where there's cronyism, there's nepotism, there's people taking money in exchange for behavior or silence or action that is unhelpful or destructive. And this is unfortunately most of the time nowadays. People get rich not by writing checks, but by being selfish and greedy. So I just want to pause this. I just want to wrap up this video with the point that just because someone is wealthy doesn't mean that they're useless or selfish. I would like to think that there's a configuration, an economic configuration, where people could be successful, wildly successful, and actually put their earnings back into the community, like recycle those resources. It's just resources. It's means unto an end, ideally. The problem happens when people are told that they should just swoop and own as much as possible, and they end up hoarding all their wealth. By design, our system tells you to do that. Our system says you're a winner if you never spend money on other people. Just keep it to yourself, make as much as you possibly can, and pay your taxes. That's literally all our system tells you to do. There are no incentives to reinvest it, to recycle your earnings back into the community that gave it to you. But there should be. There should be a lot more carrots, figuratively speaking. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Reach out if you like with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.